Hello, this is a quick rundown of level 3 of the upper reaches. I'm just going to be going through and pretty much killing and collecting everything I can just to kind of give you a show of how simple it is, at least on a protection warrior. Like here we're starting off on two different choices. One, since I'm Kyrian, I have some of these choices will include upgrades of such things as the Spear of Bastion. So I'll take the Spearheads of Eternity as my initial. And the big thing here is we'll be collecting everything. And this one looks like it's pretty short. I'm a fairly okay eye level. And this should be pretty simple. Most of these mobs die in a fairly quick order. And one thing you want to do, especially on these upper levels, is collect as much of the phantasm as you can, and also these souls, as these souls themselves will increase your primary stat, or in my case, strength. And like there, we get the Soul Remnant's Blessing, which is 1% increase per spirit rescued or released. And generally, here you can also pull in a lot bigger fashion. Make sure to collect all the phantasm by destroying the jars. Casters sometimes get to pull in smaller packs just because my spell damage does hurt. Here it doesn't really hurt as much, at least to me. But you can pull big on a lot of these melees. That's a little bigger pack. Let's throw down our spear, the Ravager, and everything will just kind of die. He's the smallest will die. And make sure to collect all these anima cells you find laying around, as you will also find some of them in the jars. And I'm also on a quest, so you will see these anima embers I'm getting, which is my calling for today, called Anima Salvage, which drop from the mobs in Torghast. And here we get Signet, Torment Kings, fertilities. We're going to go for this one because the Signet of Torment Kings, just because the other one, which gives free or nothing cost rage for a minute and a half, at least early on, isn't worth it. You just don't need it. We'll kill the skeletal remains and pick up another ghost or soul buff stack. And no, you can't reach that ghost out there. One thing that is semi-annoying, though, is the fact that you cannot mount up in any of these rooms, at least thus far that I have seen, and you must instead use your movement abilities. Here, let's kind of cover everything up. Spear Bash is really strong. And it does help to do these at a higher level, but it is not required. I did the level 3 of the upper at this high, or about this high level, but I did do these, the other side, the lower, the furnace, level 3 at a lower eye level. But it seems to be class dependent sometimes on how difficult or easy they are. Oh, I thought he was the guardian thing. I guess I... Huh. Like that, we should be up to 3 stacks. And we're doing good. Again, if you want to check your anima powers, just click on anima powers and you can see which ones you have and how many stacks. That was the anima ability activating. Which when I activate one, there's a chance to activate another. Which there, I wasn't able to cast my Ravager until after it had ended. Let's see what we get here. This one's Edge of Hatred is pretty good. That can be decent. But actually, no, I'll take this one double time. Actually, I already have double time. So I'll take the damage. So again, that will show up here. So we are now on floor 2, and there are 6 floors. So I will be quiet on a number of these things, just so you don't have to hear my voice the entire time. Oh, and there the rune carver is telling us that on this floor there is a soul that we can save that will give us a anima cell. And as you see, I've taken about almost no damage here. Or at least no unrecoverable damage. And the only thing we get from these floors is a stacking debuff that makes us increase physical damage. But as a tank, this makes this almost trivial. At least at the end as a prot warrior, because we have such high armor to begin with. There's actually a fair amount of souls here, which means we get tooth. Oh, there's a guy we have to rescue, the Galahad. I may have to use an LOS here. So we'll get them all in melee. Now I have a trinket that gives me haste, so we want to stay in these blue circles. This is one thing that may kill you in here. Could be the fear. Just because it can take you into other mobs. Or if you're at low life, get a bad cast of it. They'll just be able to channel on you while you can do nothing for about 5-6 seconds. So we're gonna go release our souls, and then we're gonna grab that guy. And don't forget to buff yourself. Which I should have a grindstone in here as well. Oh, there it is. Sharpening stone.
I welcome you. Thank you, Mom.
So our bonus objective here,
Of great importance to me.
it'll be on the map
I must
when we get close enough. Just as a yellow dot. So we're out to 6 stacks. 6% more, or 6% increased strength.
I'm out of range. You are hunted.
These lower torments are kind of annoying. That and the soul binders, just because there's a lot of casters in here. Let's speed this up. Ooh, now one gives the anima cell. And I usually like to go with the damage, so Spear Bastion does 50% more damage. Which, with our other one, will make this do a lot. It'll be a really nice cooldown. Don't have any cooldowns ready, but let's kind of group them together. Oh, as a Kieran, let's also call our guy, just when you have the potion if needed. See, I got my potions. But just in case we get in trouble. Oh, we got another anima cell. As you can see, if you start just doing everything, these anima cells really start to stack up. So let's see. Your body becomes more like a swarm to increase your enemy chance to miss you. That's actually a decent one. Decaying larva. 15 each from a second once it expires the hash from within the target to fight for you. You know what? I haven't had either of these, but these sounds interesting. So let's choose that one. Now it's going to depend whether or not it's one of those temporary fight for yous and then it flies away, or it follows you until it dies. As you can see, I am only on the 2nd floor, and I am almost done with at least with the calling quest. So if you really wanted to do this real quick, you'd come in, do 2 to 3 floors, and just be done with your calling. But these floors are pretty quick as it is. So we're going to pull this guy as well. See, he died real quick. That Spear Bastion is doing a lot of damage. Yeah, it's doing a lot of damage. So, let's see. You can souls increases the duration of shield wall. That, or shield slam. Let's do this one actually. This one actually stacks it pretty well, because sometimes you get a healing one. And there's his bell. So we get this, and we get another anima cell when he leaves.
Found it. Your aid is most appreciated. Go in service.
Ooh. It reduces your maximum health, but we already have a lot of life, and we haven't been taking too much damage. But this one increases the duration of Spear Bastion by 50%, or we can increase your movement speed by 40%. I haven't had this one. I just want to see what it feels like. So, ooh, we're down that, but now we can really move it. This will allow collection and grouping of mobs real quick. But it seems like this room is fairly small, because there's the door. And we got, what, at least 4 in here? But this does not bode well for anima cells. And we have the 355 Phantasm, so we might be able to buy some stuff from the vendor, or the broker as they like to be called. Oh, I thought I released him. Okay, I guess that's a double release. And this should get us up to 10% more strength, which is going to really start helping our armor. You see, with every soul we get, our armor damage reduction from armor goes up. Let's see, repair ourselves. See what we got. I usually don't get potions because I don't really need them. That, I mean, that's usually pretty good. That can be okay, but no, don't really need that. See, that can be really good. Versatility stack could be interesting. What we're gonna do is we're gonna be, what, 375. We don't have enough, so we'll buy this guy. You know what? Let's just buy this.
Remember, everything has value.
I mean, this one, yeah, that would be good, just because your ignore pain now absorbs more damage. So instead of, I think it's, what, 50-50? Yeah, it now 60% of damage. Let's collect this guy and see what we get. Treasure chest and elite enemies through walls, and don't really need that. Target into our... Ooh, that could actually be real good for grouping up enemies. So we're going to choose this one. So yep, enemy targeting is obscure, so it sounds like if it works, they're going to be forced to come in the melee range. Which for Prot Wars, since we just can't grip or chain, I like this expression, we can't grip or chain to us, it's going to force all enemies to come to us. Which, yep, that's what it looks like it's doing. So, we're not, we now essentially got them grouped up. That's not what we wanted to do. Put that down. We get lots of cooldowns. But that died real quick. And we got an anima cell. And we do more damage. So as you can see, we now have 2 of those. So our whirlwind and thunderclap now do 60% more damage. We'll always break those urns. And we'll collect our ghosts. Looks like we got another person we can save over here. This is another short one.
I welcome you. Go in.
And if you haven't done level 3 before, or yeah, I guess level 3 of the upper, you also get another companion, at least for Kieran. But I've already done that, so it may just give us another person we rescued. And always try and look through these little crevices. Sometimes they like to hide. And make sure to heal yourself. Yeah, if we had another Spear of Bastion in duration increase, I think it would just about kill the big guy, or the big caster in one hit. So we've completed our calling quest, but we will continue down this path and just show you kind of how easy the boss is, especially if you collect everything. Oh, I guess I didn't have that up, so we're gonna have to wait. Let's make it dicey. Pop our potion. Even then, it might have seemed dire, but we were okay. Because it forced the casters to be melee again with his aura. So once I ran out with the fear, they had to move too. And that one right there is Anima selling it, because you can see the black stuff coming from the top. So acquire 150 or increase block value. Again, we don't really need this, so we're going to take the Phantasma. Because we should have another trader. And the first we have to save is right there. The Amethia. We see it on our map. Let's blow our cooldowns. Should probably cast the sword first, or the Spear of Ashen first, just so we don't get Ravaged or Whirlwind cast. So here we go. So we have Brick Phylacteries. Don't really need that. That's real good, so we'll take that. And we'll get another cell by releasing this person.
Cowards! Take the Archon.
You have our gratitude, Archon.
See this? I mean, this one's decent because my steward can now fall and heal me. And I'll take this actually, because whenever I use my vial now, it resets the cooldown of my Spear of Bastion, which means I can pop spear, pop the vial, and pop the spear again. Of course, you probably want to wait for the duration first to run out on the first one, and then cast again, if needed. But at least allows you to go from big pack to big pack. So it looks like we have some traps here. By the Prot Warrior, just make it easy for yourself. Just jump across the flames. And he's get the end, we'll charge to him. And stay off the tracks. So we go by the traps, only got hit once. Okay, we got hit twice. Okay, I guess I haven't seen these traps before. So, Now that we know they're over there, we're not going to step on them. So here, we're just going to heal up. Our leap is back off cooldown. We'll sleep over. Looks like we just go on the outside edge. So here, we'll run ahead. Dodging the stuff. Let's kill the mall rats while we're here. And we won't step on the line this time, so we'll walk around it. So where do we want to go first? And there's the end. So I guess once you step on it, it shoots a thing across. Oh, there's the flies. Yeah, one's okay. Okay, I guess it comes from that end, so we want to stay away from that end, so even when we're jumping over. That one has an anima cell. So we want to go these traps make it fun. So we want to be on this side. So now we want to run down to this end. So we are no longer close and jump, or just run across it. Same with here. We're going to go down to this end. Just run across. Want to run down here and then do the same. Okay, maybe they make those move just a little too quick. That, or we just have to use our leap. I think that is actually my second death now. But we'll take this as we're getting our health back. So, cooldown shield slam is pretty good, but we just want to do this. The damage for the AoE. Okay, we are now through the axes on this side, so we will now, God, yep, as you can see, if you're not paying attention, this gets really bad real quick. We're on floor 5, so the next floor, so this will be the last floor, the next floor is the boss. Let's see if we have, I don't think I have any food in here. I do have an apple. Okay, here we go. We just need to get away from the fire. Again, I need, like me myself, I am doing real bad on dodging these lines. I just need to be a lot more cognizant of where they're at. And here. Okay. I should shoot from that side. I mean, that is real quick. Okay. Leap's about up. We'll just use leap to jump across these again. Like that. I don't think I have any speed pots either. I am moving faster, which is odd, because I'm moving 40% faster, and yet that thing's still... Okay, I guess it's one way for it. Now let's do this. I guess that's a really easy way to do it. Just trigger it and then go across. And we have another anima cell on this one. So we're just gonna let the shield slam cool down. And we'll get our another little ghost friend here. Skill nail will be up to 16. And I guess we can just run through that as long as it doesn't hit the ground. So we're back in the main room, we're just gonna jump across. And we'll fight the little champion here. Okay. Additional 20% health, don't really need that. This is interesting, but we really have no walls. Yeah, we'll take this one. This one, critically strike. I don't have any crit, I don't have really low crit, as you can see, so it won't do that. Won't do too much. But this should be the boss room now. Yeah, we should have a trader up top. We only got 580 phantasms. There really wasn't much to kill or open up. So here he is on the side. Repair, and we'll see what we have. Let's see. See, this is what I was talking about. Heal for damage. Increase maximum health. Had to counteract that one. Don't really need that. There really isn't anything good, so we'll take our chances with that one. We'll take the healing one. And that leaves us with two more, so let's buy the health. One more. Let's do shield slam damage. Let's pop this. I caught mine. No, not really good here. Stacks 100 times. I mean, that could be real good if you saved up for a boss. So I guess we'll choose that one. And there's nothing to break in here. We got the boss up there. Actually, which is got I haven't fought yet either. So we'll see. What's this? Patrician Cromwell. Let's summon my little friend here. Just make sure we have 3 potions. Up to 3 potions, and here we go. See, like on the debuff of this dungeon, this guy's doing magic damage, so having high physical doesn't matter. Should be forced to move to us. Oh, you actually killed me there. Okay. Okay, seems like he is giving... Okay, seems like he is getting a debuff that makes him do more damage. So be a little more aware that we'll pull him over to the side, I think. This is actually a harder one I've done. test that unnatural power. We should be able to counteract that by making him run. Because that thing... Oh, never mind. Pop a potion. Oh, we can stun him, okay. Drag him a little bit. Oh, wasted that. Hey, he's dead. Hey, that's the boss, and there is shouldn't be anything else in here. So, all there is now is to run to the end of the dungeon here, this portal, and that shall take us out of Torghast. At least out of this section. As you can see, this is the hardest one I've actually done, and actually the new end boss there. So as long as you have some interrupts, stuns, that boss shouldn't be too much of an issue. You just have to make sure you use your cooldowns and potions appropriately. Again, thank you for watching, and this was, I guess, one of the first episodes of how to run I guess this time, a bad level 3 Torghast.